actually perform the Hajj, but they were past fit to perform the Hajj. So it imposed a very big challenge on GIA and the National Hajj Commission. For example, an estimated 90 people were there, who were sickly or who were very, very weak to perform the Hajj. So that was a very big challenge. So this year we are trying to avoid that. And as a result, we are working closely with the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare to ensure that during medical examinations, let them screen these pilgrims thoroughly.
The GIA official urged escorts of would-be disabled pilgrims to be committed to the welfare of the pilgrim and not place the burden on Hajj guides who have enough to care for. The 2012 Hajj package price, according to officials, is $136,500, and early payment is paramount in securing a seat on the flight to the Holy Lands.
If you want to go, please come out very quickly and make your payment. Make your payment and complete it. Those who already made deposits, let them come up and make their final settlement. Also, you have to look for your passport. As a matter of urgency, you also have to look for your medical certificates, and then these documents, together with 2 passport-size photographs, you submit them at GI office. One on Karawa Avenue, Gaipa House, and the other at 78 Daniel Goda Street in Banjul, near July 22nd.
15th of September is set as the last day of payments for all would-be pilgrims. Gambians and non-Gambians planning to travel with GIA are urged to start their Hajj transaction in the earliest possible time. Dr. Mbaika Amirul Hajj commended government for supplementing the Hajj package price for the citizenry, which he says makes the Gambia's Hajj expenses one of the cheapest in the sub-region.
Hajj now is not business as usual. We used to be here in the Gambia up to after Ramadan, and you go to any travel agency to Gambia Airways and pay your money and go to Makkah. Now the business is not as usual. It's a whole year working transactions. So this is why I'm advising those who intend to go to Makkah to make their payments in time. The earlier is better for GIA to pay their accommodation, to pay their aircraft, to pay anything they have to pay in time, and then this will save time for them, and this will make the work of GIA also easier.
The meeting drew participants from the Ministry of Health, Immigration, Hajj Commission, members of the media and officials of the national carrier GIA in an effort to fine-tune preparations ahead of the Hajj proper. For Grts News, I am Aissatou Mane.
13 naval personnel have completed a 3-week train-the-trainer workshop jointly organized by Gambia Armed Forces and the Spanish Technical Training Team. Mamadou Lamin Sise tells us more about the capacity enhancement exercise expected to bolster the Navy's ability to protect our territorial waters.
In the Navy, the goal is to protect all marine resources in a country's waters, and in the battle of doing so, the sea is the battlefield. Maneuvering in the sea, therefore, is an indispensable element and a crucial success factor in the Navy. It is in recognition of this that the Gambia Navy has been training over the years its personnel in swimming skills, and on Wednesday, another batch of 13 sailors who underwent a 3-week training of trainers workshop were honored. They were awarded certificates which prepared them to take up the challenge of training other members of the Naval Command in swimming and related disciplines.
Since the inception of the military cooperation between the Gambia Navy and the Guardia Civil from 2008-2009, the technical team has trained over 200 sailors in basic seamanship and engineering to enable the Navy to handle professionally our waterborne assets. It is gladdening to note that out of the best sailors and engineers from the training, we are taken to Spain for further training in their areas of specialization.
The lead instructor from the Spanish technical team, Luis Alberto Perez, says though the training was done successfully, its closing doesn't have to be the end. He advised the trainees to continue updating their competence so as to improve standards.
As instructors, we would like you to never forget that the safety on board is a skill, a way of thinking, and a continuous learning process, which has just started. You must consult new manuals and update techniques taking into consideration the navies of other countries, be knowledge sponges and warrantors of safety of wars.
Naval Captain Sambu Barrow described the training as a milestone. He, however, urged the trainees to continue enhancing their skills in the sea. For the sea, he went on, is theirs to know and understand so as to be efficient in their operations.
Remember that the sea is your terrain, and to be able to guarantee survival in your own terrain, save the lives of your comrades and those seafarers in distress, you should acquire the basic knowledge in swimming, and that is fundamental and critical to your profession as a seaman.
Commended for the numerous supports to the Navy over the years, the Spanish ambassador to the Gambia is still committed to providing more help. He described the end of the training as the end of one phase of collaboration and the beginning of another.
The mutual cooperation between the Gambia and Spain is absolutely unbreakable. I can tell you that Spain, as a country, as a government, as representatives, as development cooperation, is not going anywhere. We're staying here, and we're very much staying here.
Trained and certificated in swimming, basic diving, survival at sea, among others, these Navy personnel, ranked between ordinary seamen and petty officers, now have the task of imparting what they have been taught to their colleagues anytime the need arises. The skills they have acquired will also be required for application during daily operations in the sea. Modulamin Sise, GRTS News.
You can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. We'll take our first break. Stay tuned.
It is a story of a land, of a people, where communication has been our song, our drumbeat. We sing with hearts full of joy. We dream of a better future, one that is upon us now. This is who we are. We are close to the heart of the world. We are as old as time. The soul of man began with us. We are Africa.
Welcome back. Syria's embattled leader has swiftly appointed a replacement following the killing of his powerful defense minister Daoud Rajat. The minister was killed alongside Asef Shokat, the deputy defense minister and brother-in-law to the president Bashar al-Assad, in a deadly bomb blast targeting the country's strategic national security building in Rawad. Damascus, Syria army columns have been battling hundreds of Free Syrian Army fighters in the capital for 3 days now, and according to reports, the battle for the city has been gradually spreading across much of the heavily fortified capital. We have details in this report.
Panic was abound in the Syrian capital on Wednesday as the Battle of Damascus, launched by the Free Syrian Army, entered its 4th day. At noon, a suicide bomb targeting the National Security Building claimed the lives of Syria's defense minister and President al-Assad's brother-in-law. The area was immediately blocked off and journalists were kept at a distance. Later on, state television confirmed the deaths of Assad's defense minister, Daoud Abdallah Rajha, and his brother-in-law, Asif Shaukat. The suicide bomber was a bodyguard to Assad's inner circle and had access to an important meeting that was going on when he detonated his bomb. In addition to the 2 deaths, others were injured, including the interior minister. In the midst of all the chaos, a communique from the Syrian army aired. It confirmed that in the face of this attack, it is now more determined than ever to rid the country of these terrorists. The Free Syrian Army claimed responsibility for the attack as revenge for Assad's army, who will stop at nothing to eliminate rebels in the outlying areas of Damascus. Helicopters and tanks, but also reinforcements have been deployed to the Golan area near the combat zones upon the insistence of the Israeli army. These incidents came just a few hours after voting ended at the Security Council on a resolution to impose sanctions if there is no end to the violence. a resolution still seen as